on the side. Run, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony's ready for another week, and we had this little bit of lull, if you will, off of the games last night. There was only a late hockey game, so got a lot of work done on baseball. I'm ready to roll. Hey, I'm going with these numbers pretty much, unless injuries or whatever. But I think I'm ready to roll in Major League Baseball after last night. Got everything, a lot of work done. A lot of work done.
Yeah, this is the week to get the work done here as we're heading into baseball. We'll have a full game, a full 15 game card for you there on Thursday. So lots of it starts quickly here, and of course then it's half the games I believe on Friday. But we got a big week of action here from baseball. NBA kind of winding down. I think we're down to the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Probably a week from now, we'll be with the day off before the play-in round. I think is where we'll be at. So in 2 weeks, we'll be through with the regular season NBA, and of course, still March Madness left to go. We got NIT semis and finals this week. So lots on the board tonight. Hockey as well, because they're going to wind down as well. But tonight we talk hockey with Ramon. We go to the Sabres and Canadiens here. Sabres favorite here, total 7.
Yeah, a couple of teams ready to grab their hockey. Uh, their golf clubs, Tony, right here in Montreal and Buffalo. I would think Buffalo still with an outside chance, certainly, but probably no playoffs again for the Sabres. It'll be 12 years in a row now. For the Sabres are, scratching clawing above 500, but they've lost 8 of their last 11. They've won two straight. They beat the Islanders on Saturday night 2-0, but they've won just one of their last five at home. One of their last six at home. This is where Buffalo has struggled. They're down 10.5 units at home. So this is where the problems have been for Buffalo is playing at home. Now they are playing Montreal, and Montreal has definitely had another bad season, no doubt about it. They're off a 8-2 home win, though, over Columbus, showing some life here towards the end of the season. They also beat Tampa Bay last week, 3-2 at home. So I'm going to give them a big chance here to stay in this game with the Sabres. Montreal 37-29 as a puck line underdog. Meanwhile, Buffalo just 9-10 as a puck line favorite. The teams have already split two meetings this season, with each team winning on their other's home ice. So, I'm just looking for a high volatility game. Mindy and I talked about the game on the morning steam. We are on the over here. In this game, it's a total of 7, so 4-3 is going to get it home for me. It could go higher as well, and I just think with that higher volatility, maybe the underdog has a chance. I must say, Tony, for me, the reason why I'm on Montreal mostly lies in the price. Here, I'm going to take the puck line plus 1.5, minus 150. I don't mind a money line sprinkle in this game. Look, the move is on the Montreal Canadiens. I don't care how you look at it. This game opened as high as, I don't know, some places opened it up as high as 225. Right now, you're looking at basically 170, 175 across the board. It's not one rogue line there just because the biggest online sports book opened it so high and has dropped it 45 cents off that opening number. But you can look across the board, and the move has been on the Montreal Canadiens in this game. Now, they're still a big underdog, plus 150 or better on the money line, but I think when you have two teams like this, where Buffalo, like I said, not they're one of the worst home teams in the league, quite frankly. I'm going to give my Montreal Canadiens a chance here to be competitive in this game. Jake Allen hasn't looked that good. He's in net. He's lost 7 straight. Not much I can sell you with here. He's got a 3.57 goals against an 89% uh, save percentage, but looks like on the sites here, maybe it's going to be Comrie in goal for Buffalo and not Luukkonen. So maybe a little bit of a break there. Comrie's 9-9 with 3.72 goals against, slightly higher than Jake Allen, but Buffalo is at home tonight. His save percentage just 88%. Buffalo has just 14 wins in 37 home games this year. I just have this one a lot closer, Tony, than even at a buck 70 or a buck 75. Maybe the value's gone out of the Canadians, but I'm taking the puck line anyways in this one and figure 4-3, maybe 5-4. These teams aren't playing any defense at all now. Maybe they've given up the goals against a much stronger opposition. But like I said, Montreal, that was a season best performance really on Saturday night against Columbus with their 8 goals that they scored. So I look for them to stay in. This is a little minor rivalry, I guess, dating back when the teams were better. I think maybe it was better, but still, Montreal and Buffalo getting together. I'll take my chances here with an underdog. Montreal won 3-2 here in Buffalo in October this season. Buffalo did win at Montreal 7-2, but I'm going to take Montreal here in a game where I don't. These teams are playing out the string. Buffalo does hold out just a minor outside shot. Man, they'd have to almost sweep it from here to qualify for that last position, and doesn't really look like it's a possibility moving forward. Let's take Montreal tonight on the puck line. Canadiens, le habitant de Montreal.
All right, Ramon here on the Canadians puck line. Plus 1/2 goals, minus 150. We're using a live line service. The sharpest book in Vegas, where they have the bigger limits there, shows minus 164. So the Sharps agree with you, Ramon. Here taking that goal and a half here with the Canadians, the way to roll here. Of course, as you mentioned here, the Canadians are coming off that big win against Buffalo, a team that's really struggled. Again, one of those fast starts and follow with a with a total fade here, just 14-23 at home, losing 13 units.
And we've gone to the well a lot, Tony, with Buffalo on the road. Quite frankly, they're one of those teams. As bad as they've been this season, they're not going to the playoffs, but you can put them right up there with teams like New Jersey, Seattle, teams that have really been outstanding on the road at getting units. Meaning, it's still a disappointing season for. Well, like I said, they're slightly above 500. They've got a lot of wins on the road. For some reason, this team seems to not have the mojo going at home. And well, maybe if I could just throw a little bit of reverse jinx on Buffalo too, Leo Bushkin, the Russian, he's not going to participate in Pride Night tonight. He doesn't think that God loves everybody equally. I guess whatever. But hey, that's a little aside. It's a little poke there. He won't be participating in pregame warm-ups. But hey, it's all about inclusion. We love everybody. Let's go Montreal. The red, white, and blue tonight for the Canadians. Here's the thing, Tony. I mean, I'm a Canadians fan, so I just follow this team really closely, and I think this is a game where they could be competitive tonight. It seems like when they're playing teams that they're pretty much overmatched against, they seem to struggle. And when they're in games that they are competitive in, that's where they have been okay. So I'm going to try them tonight. Comrie's not confirmed in there. He's just on the likely status, but Jake Allen is confirmed tonight for Montreal. Yeah, he's looked bad, no doubt about it, but Montreal, actually, Montembeau has had turned in some pretty solid performances in goal of late, but both teams with number 2 in there tonight.
All right, Ramon here. Canadians puck line plus 1/2 goals, minus 150 against the Sabres. Do your line shopping, get the best numbers. You are seeing the live line here from one of the sharpest books in Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. That is your line current. But again, shop and get the best numbers. This one will have a start time 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com as we'll flash that record up again. Been on absolute fire. 5,305 units of profit for 2023. Yeah, I challenge you. Check out all those multi-capper sites. They're very good sites run by great people, but you're not going to see somebody with these results. About the highest you're going to see in the industry documented. 5,305 units of profit, 2023. That's all documented over at Tony's Picks. All right, we got board tonight from the NHL. Also an in-game card NBA. What do you have going over at the site?
Thank you for saying those kind words, Tony. And I will say also, if you look on the handicapper profile page, which Tony has lined up right there, and you see all those strong percentages. Certainly, you see last year the 31 units in the NHL were up almost 15 already in 2023. So looks like we're on the same trajectory. Go figure. Going to have the same kind of results in the NHL. But just take a look at the type of games that I play. When I look at for premium picks, Tony, I kind of start with the most closely rated games. I'm not out here shuffling $2 games to everybody on big favorites to run up that number, or however anybody else wants to do it. These are near pick'em games every time where we built up that number, basically plus 53 units this year. So check out the picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. And I remind everyone that our leaderboard has been running very, very deep lately. It's just not me. All the cappers doing very, very well. Even if the bookmakers want to claim they're winning, hey, if you're not, come on over with us over at Tony'sPicks.com. Tonight, there you see it, a three-pack tonight on the ice. In the six-game card for $30. Pick up my three top plays. They all go off at it's kind of the two of the late games, Tony, and then one game in the 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific hour there. So pick up this three-pack, profit guaranteed. My NHL numbers are pretty darn hot right now. That's all I can say. Take a look at the handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot, and you'll see my NBA, my NHL right up there once again. Really rolling. It's been actually, if I could say, Tony, 16 out of the last 19 NHL
Wow.
premium picks I've won. So doing very, very well right now in the NHL. In the NBA, I've got a three-pack. You see it right there for $30. Get my top three plays in the NBA tonight. They're all totals. That's my specialty. So you probably want to get these three plays in the NBA tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Probably just going to go with those three. Mindy and I definitely clicked on a few games as well with our morning steam package, and of course our morning steam team doing pretty well as well. So go back, watch the show, check it out on YouTube, or you can buy the picks here at Tony'sPicks.com as well by click on the All Cappers tab and finding the morning steam, and you can make sure you don't miss those picks with our show where we agreed tonight on four games on the NBA card. So we're in action there together. So it will be a busy night. Just these two sports, obviously, tonight, Tony. There is some women's action tonight, and I previewed those games on our video channels, the leaderboard video. I previewed the game between Ohio State and Virginia Tech. Which one of those teams will end up in the Final Four? And also Maryland and South Carolina. I have that one previewed on our sponsored video. We know it was South Carolina going for that a great season. Maryland coming in, good club. Got a pick there as well. A couple free picks on the site today. So light card, but we found action, Tony, today. NBA, NHL, and well, that's probably about it today. I know there's some other action going, but I'm probably just going to have these six plays tonight in two three packs. Why not pick up a 7 day package, get you all the way through the Final Four over there uh, through this week, and you can get all the plays. I'll have my Final Four picks up before noon or whatever the time it is, right in 12:30 Pacific here. So if you get my 7 day, it'll get you through the rest of this week, including Major League Baseball. Hey, sometimes people want to see those first games. Like I said, I'm ready to go. Why not have that 7 day so that we're ready to pounce on opening day? Tony, 15 games, you say? I would imagine I'll have a handful of premiums. I'm not going to wait. I'll be firing on opening day. I think that's some of the uh, best way to attack it. See if you have these numbers better than the bookmakers right now and the experts. I'm firing away on opening day, so pick up a 7 day right now. Make sure you're with me for opening day. The Final Four, Tony, with San Diego State. Oh my God! Oh, I'm out of my mind with that. This week it was bittersweet. Beating Mindy's club wasn't pretty, but it was exactly how they would prescribe it. I would say in yesterday's game. It was aesthetically beautiful as far as San Diego State games are concerned. That's how they want to. That's how they want to play you. So you'll be in line with baseball. You'll be in line with the Final Four. I've crushed the NCAA tournament, Tony. You've said it several times, and the numbers there at the top of the leaderboard illustrate that. If you look at my numbers here through March Madness, for example, maybe the last 30 days, it's really been a crusher in college basketball. What's that say? 2,600? Is that, did I see that correctly?
2,600
2,600.
units of profit here, 30 days in college hoops.
Well, hey, you better get the seven. I only got a few games left. Don't forget, just because we're talking college hoops in those last three games, 2 games tomorrow, of course, and well, I think we might find a spot for these two with Wisconsin and North Texas. I think anybody who saw the morning show might know where I'm leaning in that one, and then Utah Valley against UAB in the other game on Tuesday. So you'll be in line with that. You'll get baseball. You'll get the Final Four. You'll get Monday nights, the national championship game. So still a big week. Plenty of opportunity to make money. These games make as just much money as those all those March Madness games, plus 26 units in the last 30 days. I'd say I'd had a pretty good tournament. I could cut down some nets of my own with numbers like that, Tony. It's going to be a good week for us here at Tony's Picks, and you know, if this is the part of the season, people say, "Oh, hey, take baseball off." I'm not so sure that's the case. Just like college basketball, when you got these high volume leagues, that's where you want to be in action, and it's going to be that steady grind of Major League Baseball. Unlike anything else in sports betting, only for the faint of heart. Why not get started with me over at Tony's Picks?
That's right, guys. Got both Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. We've showed you the records have been absolutely impressive here for the year. 5,305 units of profit for 2023. All documented, been on absolute fire last 30 days in NCAA tournament. 2,600 units of profit. College basketball the last 30 days. So get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. We'll go ahead and post the plays for you here tonight. Ramon in action here in the hockey with a 3-pack. Also a 3-pack here from the NBA. As is mentioned, instead of buying these plays individually, you want to try out Ramon. A 7-day pass is perfect right now. Get on board with Ramon Scott here with his 7-day weekly all sports pass. It's all of his premium plays here for 7 days. Included there in that weekly pass is all his college basketball, right? That'll get you the Final Four round. I'll make sure that he'll have the final in there before the 7 days expires. That 24-hour clock there, so we'll have it in there Monday morning for you, so you guys can cover it there, as well as the NIT, if he's in action here with the semis and finals, that's also there. NBA for 7 days, NHL for 7 days. Baseball begins here with that 15-game card on Thursday. So Thursday, 4 days of baseball covered with that 7-day all sports pass, as well as any peripheral sports Ramon gets into. I know he's been dabbling with NCAA hockey. Also, if there's there's a UFC card on the weekend, he's also there. Bellator, he also keeps an eye on. So lots of these peripheral sports. So get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. We're going to save you some money on that 7-day pass. On any of the packages up there, when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we've also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, we'll find you there. Also, there's action in the Discord. And, of course, the morning steam with day off tomorrow, but you're back again Wednesday.
Yeah, we're like Delmar in the old days, Tony. We're dark on Tuesday, so that'll be our day off moving forward. So maybe we can hook up in the Discord on Tuesday night and get those winners for those NIT games. But you can always check us out over there in the Discord. We have a little more dialogue and exchange of information. Everyone kind of shares some thoughts and ideas on other ways to attack the betting board, including props and the like. So, good community over there of our people you find here in the chat. Basically, our hardcore viewers of the Morning Steam. So, Minnie and I'll be back on Wednesday with another week of Morning Steam, putting together those winners. Pretty solid week last week for the Morning Steam. Definitely would have been profitable to play all the plays on the show throughout the week. We study that ourselves. So that's the way we saw it, as a positive week over there. And check out at Tony's Picks Ramon. Kind of send out the videos, some of the videos from the week. Also throw in some free picks in there and other tidbits that might come about. Can be pretty active on this social media realm, so make sure for Twitter fans you're following at Tony's Picks Ramon there to get more information from me on the sports betting card every day. On Twitter, he's sending out some more information, so make sure you're getting those updates on your timeline. There, you'll get more free winners from me that way. So, yep, Tony, been a good weekend. Certainly, really excited that San Diego State has been able to get over this hurdle. Looking back, they're not the most aesthetically pleasing team. Like I said, defensively, though, that's where they hang their hat. And I think their experience just end up showing out. That's why they've made this run. Nobody at this point is going to put it past them that they couldn't, beat Florida Atlantic. Although I'm worried, I'd be more worried about Florida Atlantic than I was about Creighton, even though that was a real struggle. This Florida Atlantic team, it's they're not Cinderella. They are maybe now because of this, because of who they are. But they're in the same position as San Diego State, having not been there before. Yeah, maybe Connecticut, pretty big favorite though. 5 points. I mean, I know Connecticut has looked very, very sharp, but I don't know. That looks pretty big. We'll see how everyone likes these games. We're going to feel for it this week. There'll be comments about it on the morning Steam show, and we'll finally decide, I guess, on Monday to release what we're doing in the game. But that's the way I feel about it. And well, I don't know. I guess CBS could like to draw it up another way, but they're going to be stuck with what they got, and I don't mind. Very happy to see my Aztecs in that Final Four. Maybe they can. They're favored to win over FAU. I don't know. Probably should be a pick 'em. Really, FAU really looks outstanding. Maybe it's just on a name alone. Remember, FAU's if anything, they has that three next to their losses. San Diego State had a pretty outstanding year as well. So interesting Final Four, interesting games yesterday. We look forward to those and wrapping up college basketball for another year. We'll miss it, but we get plenty of volume with baseball, and I encourage everyone, if you're not a better, baseball is the type of sport where you can just basically climb on board for the long haul with me and be able to grind it out. That's the way I feel with those sports like baseball, with college basketball. When you got a good volume every day in those sports, you really could find some great spots. So hope everyone's ready for baseball season. And I think baseball betting, because of the proliferation now, another year gone by, Tony, I think baseball betting will continue to get a little bit more popular. We know it's the least popular of the big four, but with betting, breaking out all over in baseball, kind of a regional game, I think that baseball betting will see some growth this year. We'll see the rules. It's kind of funny. The commercials, I mean, they're not the best produced. It's almost embarrassing the way they're promoting some of the new rules to fans. To like, hey, come check us out. We're increasing the runs because of these new rules. Feels kind of dirty in a way. I don't like it, but I'm ready to handicap for it. That's for sure.
No doubt about that, guys. So check out Ramon's extra content here with the daily sponsored pick there on the homepage at Tony'sPicks.com. You can also click the premium pick tab. You'll find a pick for that from Ramon as well with our with Ramon's live update, the handicapper update, leaderboard update, pot handicapper update video up there as well. Free pick by Ramon Scott. That's updated daily as well on the channel. So check it out there. Ramon, again, on Twitter. He has control of Twitter. It is Tony Speaks Ramon is where you'll catch him there on the Twitter account. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony. See you then.
You got Ramon Scott here on Game Day.